Like at least 3 times a week, I will microwave food, grab it with my hands, think, oh, this is burning my flesh, and then immediately think, well then quick, put it in your mouth. That's not a blueprint for survival. That's not how you stick around.
Now I'm Indian. I'm just Indian now. And that's like, not as fun. It's not as unique to just be a fucking Indian dude. Because there's like a legit billion Indian people in the world. That's not special, you know? But we don't give them enough credit. You know how hard it is to make a billion people? You know how hard it is to have sex after eating Indian food? Right? You don't know risk until you tried 2 plates of curry and try tonight. I dare you. Get those heartburn pumps in, you know what I mean? You won't trust any of your holes.
There was one time when I was eating fried chicken in public, though. And this black guy came up to me, and he was like, really? Are you really gonna eat fried chicken right now? And I was so embarrassed because like white people were sitting right next to me. And I was like, are you really gonna chicken shame me in front of these white people? Like white people would never do that to each other. They'd never be like, really? Are you really gonna eat hummus right now in front of these black people?
I was getting ice cream. 9-year-old kid in front of me orders pistachio ice cream. I'm like, that's an adult flavored ice cream. What else you want, espresso? You're 9. You get chocolate ice cream with rainbow sprinkles or vanilla ice cream with chocolate sprinkles. You gotta have sprinkles, you're a kid. Put some sprinkles on it. If I was the cashier, I wouldn't even give it to him. I would have said pistachio. Let me see your divorce papers. Recent colonoscopy. What have you been through, kid? That's like a fun flavor to you? It's green, it has nuts in it, you little frickin' psycho. It's not fun.
Everything ain't racism. About 2%, it's about 2%. That ain't racism. You gotta recognize that 2% when you see it. I was at McDonald's, this dude was cussing everybody out. Swore it was racism. I walked in this fast food spot, this dude cussing everybody out. This is the thing, like, fast food spots already do shady stuff, so I'm not saying they don't deserve to be cussed out. They do, they deserve a good cussing every now and then. Because the thing they do now, some of these fast food spots, they love to charge you for sauce when you get nuggets. You know, you want an extra sauce with your nuggets, it's gonna be, oh, you want another sauce, brother, it's gonna be 25 cents. How you charging for sauce, bro? I want 2 sauces. Well, I need a quarter. You ever meet the guardian of the sauce? This dude is serious. He got a different color shirt from everybody else at work, so now he arrogant. Well, you know, brother, I'm supervisor now, I sure know. You know, if it was up to me, I would give you another sauce. It is up to you. It's on your side of the counter. I just want 2 sauces without paying for them. That's all I want. But I walked in this spot, man, this dude was cussing out the whole store. Swore it was racism. And I'm not saying that racism wasn't one of the causes for him getting bad service. I'm just saying he jumped to that conclusion a little fast. He didn't go through the progressions. He ordered a 6-piece nugget. It was 5 nuggets in the box. And I didn't even know what was going on. I'm texting. As soon as I walk in the door, I'm texting. I hear this dude over in the cut. I hear this dude go, "I'd kill everybody in this bitch." You know, that gave me pause. Because he said he'll kill everybody in this bitch. And I already had a foot in the door. Am I technically in this bitch, sir? Because I can pull this foot out and go to Arby's. It ain't that deep. Boy, it was racism, man. Y'all stole my nugget. Tired of white folks. White folks don't want us to have shit. Stole my nugget. Then he gonna turn to me. You see this shit, brother? You see the government? It's our nuggets today. It's our children's nuggets tomorrow. If I was white, I'd have got 7 nuggets. And that's when I backed off. I'm like, I can't help this dude. I'm like, look, bro, I know you mad and there's a lot of racial tension in the world, but this ain't racism. This is a fast food spot at 2 o'clock in the morning. Some of them folks back there can't count to 6. You want 6 nuggets, you need to order a 4-piece and a 2-piece. That's how you trick their ass and get 2 sauces for free.
All right, let's get to the pressing issues of the day, okay? The more important issues of the day. Vegan soul food. What the Really? Really, vegans? You dare bring that into the earth? Really? Vegan? That doesn't even make any sense. Let's think about this for a moment, okay? And what's the history of soul food? Slaves were given the worst parts of the animals, pig's feet, things like that. They had to cover it in lard and spices, whatever they could to make that taste delicious. Soul food is steeped in African-American history and tradition. Then you have vegan food. Now, vegans also start with a limited number of ingredients, but arguably what they end up with tastes worse than what they started with. Now, that's arguable. That's arguable. I argue it because it's true. Some would argue otherwise, and they're wrong. Because I have had vegan Thanksgiving of tofurkey and soy gravy. And it's not to say that Thanksgiving will ever justify the genocide of the Native Americans, but vegan Thanksgiving, that's just spitting on the graves, isn't it? Thank you. Now, again, the bigger point here is vegans don't use animal products in their food, and that's a key part of soul food. That is an essential part of soul food, animal products. Therefore, vegan soul food is essentially a heavy metal cover album of Motown classics. Heavy metal is rock music stripped of its historic black elements. It can't properly cover Motown. If I saw a heavy metal cover album of Motown classics, I would not buy it. Unless, of course, the record was called Vegan Soul Food. At which point, it is high concept. And Daddy must have it. Daddy must have it.
But I do find that hunger attractive in a man. That's why I like to see how he treats his buffalo wings. I think it's very telling. I think it's a great way to feel someone out. Because I gotta say, if a man's throwing bones into that bones pile and they still have flesh on them, I'm not impressed. No, I'm throwing real bones in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm throwing true bones in there. They are clean and dry and ready to be a pirate wench's earring. They're ready for the bones pile, okay? He's throwing flesh lollipops in there. It kind of makes me wonder, are you gonna leave the meat on me too? Later? Are you someone who's afraid to get into the corners where the flavor's at?
Whenever I go out to dinner, I always get a steak because I'm a man. No, I just always have to get the steak. My wife always makes fun of me. She's like, "Why do you even get a menu?" I wish I wasn't like that. I wish I liked fish. I'm sure most of you like fish. I wish I was the guy in the restaurant that was like, "You know what? I'll get the fish because I enjoy disgusting food." It's disgusting. Fish don't even like fish. That's why they're always frowning. I was like, What smells? Oh, it's me.
I don't like frozen drinks. A lot of chick friends are like, daiquiris, you guys, daiquiris? Oh my God! What if we got daiquiris? So crazy! It's so great! Yeah, those drinks taste good, right? Frozen drinks, they taste good, but you know, guys, we don't look that cool drinking them. Because they always come in like festive glasses. You know what I mean? Like Fat Tuesday, like tubes. And then you're just sitting there like a guy at a bar, like. Yeah, it's a real good look. God forbid you get into a fight or something. Like. What'd you say? No, that's not a good look. Because I don't want a brain freeze. All right, because those drinks, you drink them like really fast, and they taste good, so you're just like, ah! No, I don't want a brain freeze. It's the most painful thing on the face of the earth. And I always think, like, who was the first guy to experience that? Like a brain freeze? Imagine how horrible that would be if that happened to you and you didn't know what was happening. And that happened. That would be awful. So here's my impression of the first guy to experience that, okay? First guy to experience a brain freeze. I'm gonna say it's a guy who invented ice cream. Why not? And I'm gonna make him British, because that's fun for me to do in my sketch. So it's my impression of the first guy, okay? Trying ice cream for the first time. Experience a brain freeze. He's like, all right, everyone. I just created this delicious treat. It's frozen. It's called ice cream. I'm trying it for the first time right now. Here we go. It's amazing. Oh my God! It's the best thing I've ever had. I'm gonna eat it as fast as I can. I'm gonna eat it fast. I'm just gonna eat it. So good. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Oh my God! Oh my God! Somebody kill me! Kill me! Hit me with a brick! Oh my God! Tell my family I love them! What have I done? I'm okay.